I could have been a part of that RICO. I called Thugger and told him everybody got shot. Durkio, Smirkio, Smirkio. Hey, caught that ass. Come on, let's talk about it. So, shit's about to hit the fan, or we'll see in due time. But all right, so I knew some of this information already. I was holding it to the chest because I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. But I see him make a dropped a video, and he went in on how Lil Durk's gonna catch a RICO. You know what I'm saying? And how Kenny Mac from O Block is the snitch, and how Boona got Lil War Wire and got Lil Durk to admit to buying certain guns that were used in a murder for hire in Chicago. Well, shit, you know, whether that's true or not, I can't confirm on who's snitching, but I did hear myself that Durk had a RICO coming, and he did know, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like this, like, all right, he has a paid attorney, you know what I mean? So they're obviously gonna give him the heads up first. But like lower level, like when the feds were coming for O Block, they should have known, but they didn't pick up on the signs, you know what I'm saying? Because everything they dealt with was at like a CPD level. They ain't never dealt with nothing feds. So when the feds were coming, that was their sign. Like, they were telling them, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, y'all? Just walking through y'all shit, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Just deboing shit, towing cars and shit, all that. You see Murder went live when they're walking through the block. Y'all should have known. Y'all should have thought bigger then, but nah, I mean, it was too late for y'all. But it's just crazy how Lil Durk's is coming to fruition now, because, all right, in the YSL RICO, a gang expert had got on the stand, and they were drilling her with questions about OTF or in YSL, and she eventually had alluded to, she was just like, well, yeah, I'm aware of OTF because they're getting looked at for a RICO too. But that went over motherfuckers' heads, you know what I'm saying? So that just basically was like the beginning of like the initial, like, hey, it's coming, you know what I'm saying? That's basically when it was put in motherfuckers' face. And then Lil Durk's RICO kind of been staring everybody in the face the whole time. And why is that? Is because the charges with on the murder with King Von, those charges were dropped. And let that sink in. It's not that they didn't have enough to charge him. The charges were dropped. You know what I mean? And I think I wrote it down right here. It said charges were dropped, had enough to charge them, but didn't. Prosecutor discretion, facts reviewed, probable cause for arrest existed, but the decision was at this time was not to prosecute. So they had enough to prosecute them. They just decided not to. Why is that? We got to think bigger, because, you know, if they supersede this shit to a RICO, those charges are going to be there waiting for them no matter what. You know what I mean? So, and then you got Boona wearing the wire, and then you got all this with his own case. Everyone says he told on Vaughn. Is that true? Nobody knows, because you know, his paperwork is sealed, or from what I heard, it's accessible, but only certain people can get it. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy that, you know, now things are starting to come to fruition, because like Bezu too, you know, like Lil Durk and him are trading shots at Bezu, but Bezu, you know, you get bumped off way too fucking much, man. You know what I mean? So Lil Durk, he kind of crashed himself out bringing Zoo and Vaughn into his circle, because Vaughn was on a crash course to take down OTF by himself. You know what I'm saying? Then he got, you know, then he got murdered, passed away, RIP him, whatnot. But, you know, and then you got Zoo over here. He's getting caught left and right. You know, how are you steady getting out? Like, the shit ain't making no sense, but now it's starting to make sense, you know, like, because that's just one body, or attempted murder. Who knows what else was, you know? So you got the attempted murder on Alexander Witherspoon, Boona allegedly wearing the wire, and then whatever else is going on, you know what I mean? Like the ATL to Chicago gun pipeline, like shit's gonna get sticky, man. So hey, hopefully Durk got his ducks in a row, because you know they're not gonna come straight to him. They're gonna go to his attorney, because you think he don't got his attorney on retainer? Fuck y'all, fucking crazy if you don't. But the shit's gonna get hectic here soon, so we just gotta stay in tune. But hey, I was just waiting for somebody else to drop this content first, because I already knew some of this shit. I just didn't know like who the snitches were. Like Omega Drip says Kenny Mack and Boona. I don't think Kenny Mack is a snitch, but I can believe the Boona one. And there's certain reasons why I just can't speak on it yet. But hey, this information became a green light to me, and you know how it goes. If it's a green light to me, I'm gonna catch on the green line with it. Until next time.